Good afternoon, everybody. Joseph Hennessy. The name of the channel is The Children, trying to find star seeds, light workers, rainbow warriors, empaths, kind, caring human beings that are just tired of being beat over the head by a system that does nothing for us except beat us over the head. Never stops. So I'm out here at beautiful County Point. As usual, you can hear the airplanes, but at least there's no gun range. Here's a little scenic view for everybody. Using that tractor as a tripod so I can film a video. Beautiful day. Haven't made a video in a few days. Taking a break. Yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, my national holiday. The day that my life changed forever 5 years ago, March 17, 2020, St. Patrick's Day. The day that they shut down the planet for allegedly 2 weeks to kill the curve of the plannedemic. Planned because it was planned. If you go back and you do a bit of research, they started talking about COVID in the 1960s. Kanye West and Jay-Z rapped about it in 2011, COVID-19. They all have patent numbers. So it means they're all made in a lab somewhere. And the last one didn't come from a lab, came from a lab. Maybe it came from a lab. We weren't funding any gain of function research in China. Oh, yes, we were. Oh, no, we weren't. Well, yeah, they were. So evidently the virus did come from a lab in China after it was beaten into our head and it came from a wet market in the same city in Wuhan, China. Really? They shut down the world for 2 years. Then they came out with a magical cure in a couple of months. Then I saw something during the course of the pandemic for them to make that many billion doses of that injection. It would have taken far more time than the capacity that they had at the time. So how did they do it? Were they making it beforehand? If they knew about COVID-19 in the 1960s and it was a pandemic, well, evidently they had plenty of time to get their stuff together to do what they did. I was wearing green yesterday, and I was wearing green not for St. Patrick's Day because it was the color of money. What happened during the pandemic? The rich got richer and we got poorer. They locked us down for 2 years, put us in prison. They made us wear masks. I went to jail because I wouldn't wear a mask. A t-shirt. If you do more research, you find out in 1918, after that last pandemic, what did everybody die from? Bacterial diseases. Bacterial diseases. Because they were wearing face coverings. A t-shirt. I wore a t-shirt on my face. I went to jail because I refused to wear the t-shirt on my face. Then they told me I wasn't going to be able to go to work unless I took their experiment. That's what it was, a big experiment. The Nuremberg Code was null and void during the pandemic. It says if you feel like you're being used as a guinea pig in a medical experiment, you do not have to comply. Where was that? They suppressed doctors who begged them to stop. And they're still pushing the stuff till this day. To what benefit? It doesn't stop transmission. It doesn't stop the virus. So what is it doing? They told you for you to go to work that you had to take an experiment. Then they started bribing you. Then they guilted you. They took the kids out of school for 2 years and put face coverings on their face. The damage done to the children can never be fixed. Nobody talks about that. I just can't believe it. Everybody just buries their head in the sand. The VAERS report talks about all the vaccine injuries. It's real. The guy who helped invent the mRNA technology begged him to stop. He was blacklisted by Facebook and YouTube. Are they going to take this one down? Am I going to get my third strike today? Be canceled by YouTube because I'm talking about this? That vaccine didn't work. And now the studies are coming out that if you're taking boosters, it's rendered your immune system useless. AIDS is on the rise, cancer is on the rise, heart attacks, strokes, and they're calling it sudden death. What's the only thing that changed in the last 5 years? Long COVID is people who are vaccinated. How many people died in the hospital you know from COVID other than people who are on respirators? Then you get into remdesivir and respirators. Do your research. Vaccines during the pandemic didn't help anybody. Children don't need COVID-19 vaccines. They have immune systems. I've never had a vaccine or a flu shot my whole adult life. Never had the flu. I didn't get COVID-19. I take care of myself. Healthy, eat right, exercise. It's all about your state of mind because what you put out is what you get back. Because we make ourselves sick with our own thoughts. And it's the truth. We cast spells on ourselves all the time. We need to change the way we think, how we feel about everybody. We need to realize that we are all God's children. We are one. And they divided and separated us again with the pandemic. Vaxxers, anti-vaxxers. Everybody should have their right to choose whatever they want to do. If you chose to be vaccinated, I can't judge you. That was your decision. I was all on board for taking that medical experiment until I wasn't. And I'm grateful. We need to fix the problem. We need to hold people accountable who did this to us. They locked us in a prison. We're still living in that prison. The new normal, they called it. They're still pushing vaccines to this day. People are still running around with masks on. If you Google an N95 mask, it'll tell you the effectiveness, how long you can wear it for, the effectiveness. You're not supposed to wear them for more than, I think, 3 or 4 hours. And they knew this. Dr. Flip-Flop made up all the 6-foot distancing. There was no science. Trust the science. If you question the science, you're anti-science. Well, if you're a scientist, isn't your job to question science? That's why I don't accept anything the government says to me anymore. They lied to us all during that pandemic. So if they lie to us about that, what have they been lying to us about for the last 75 years? Plenty. Donald Trump's tearing it down as we speak. We live in a matrix, money-driven system to where they steal your money, you get nothing. I saw a thing, if we were to get the money that we get from Social Security when we're 65 years old, and we were able to take that money during the course of our own lives and invest it, we'd be all multi-millionaires instead of getting $1,400 a month. It's got to end. Slavery's got to end. March 17, 2020. I'm not ever going to forget it. It took those years away from me. But for me, what it did is it opened up my eyes, changed my whole perspective, whole view. We're going to fix this. We're being given the opportunity by God. It's called ascension. From this low frequency planet to a higher frequency planet consciousness of love. We are one. We're all God's children. But we can't forget what they've done to us. And they are going to pay. The Matrix is coming to an end. But the shit show has to be drawn out. It has to be seen. A lot of natural destruction. A lot of unnatural destruction. Mother Gaia is cleaning it. Father, Mother God is cleaning. We're going to fix this place for the better, for the children. But we will not forget March 17, 2020. The rich got richer, poor got poorer, but a lot of us woke up and said, not on my watch. We're going to fix it. Everybody have a great day.